Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jaclynn. This is my jungle. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I really genuinely appreciate you. So, today I thought it would be fun to do a quick little Hoya video. I know you guys love it when I talk about Hoya. And I recently did a video for all of the like underwater friendly plants that I have in my collection that I would recommend for people out there like myself who have a habit of forgetting to water their plants. So today I thought it would be fun if we did something similar but focused on Hoya that you can't kill. But first, before we get into this video, I wanted to do a quick little unboxing with you guys. So my shirt today is from Corey over at Rat Trap Artistry. I am literally obsessed with her stuff. This is one of my favorite shirts. It's so soft and cozy. But I got another box in the mail from her and I wanted to open it and show you guys what I got. Of course, if you're not interested in this, I'll leave a timestamp and you can skip ahead to the rest of the video. But I didn't feel like this would be its own video, so I wanted to just like throw it into this one because your girl got some new merch from her and it's super duper cute. She's also currently working on my logo, you guys. Finally, I will hopefully have a logo. It's only been like 6 years, you know? So there will be merch coming soon. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's so many cuties in this box. Can you guys see? See what I'm working with? Okay. So there's just some stickers in here. I'm not gonna like go through these, but this is one of her little logos here from Palm Street. You guys, if you're not following on Palm Street, you're missing out. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. There's some t-shirts in here. Maybe we'll start with those. Oh my gosh. Start with the first shirt, you guys. Rare Plant Collector in death metal font on the front. You know, I love this. This is like my favorite. I have this on so many things. And then on the back, we did the alocasia pink black velvet. So really, really stinking cute. This is the like charcoal gray t-shirt and it's been bleached and I'm pretty sure it's a large. I always get a large, so I love this one. This one is for my friend. This is another one of the just like bleached anthurium print, so I'm gonna keep that one folded up. And then this one, I just loved the color of this t-shirt, bleached. How freaking cute is that? And it says made to create in the death metal font on the front. I didn't put anything on the back of this one. I just wanted like a really simple shirt. So I think this is like the lighter gray, maybe, color. She's got a bunch of options, but they both look really, really freaking cool with the bleach. And then I'm not sure you guys are ready for this hoodie. I'm so excited about this hoodie. It also says Rare Plant Collector on the front. This is in like, I think, military green bleached, so it kind of created its own little camo vibe. And then on the back, we did the alocasia venom. So I'm not a huge alocasia person, but I do really love these designs, and I can't just put the ghost anthurium on everything. So I'm so obsessed with these colors. You guys came out so good. The camera doesn't do it justice, honestly. This is such a nice color. Holy guacamole. You guys are gonna see me in this quite a bit. It's so soft too. I only have a black one and a camo one from her. This one's extra large. And they're just a little bit more rigid, the black fabric usually is. But this one is so soft. And then, I don't even know what these look like. Oh, So I have a camo, just like a regular camo green hoodie that I wear a lot that says Rare Plant Collector down the sleeve. You guys, she's doing sweatpants now too. So I got the matching sweatpants. They say Rare Plant Collector down the leg. I am obsessed. There's a little back pocket and they are like jogger style. These are unisex, I'm pretty sure, and I got these in a small. They're gonna fit me perfectly. They'll be a little baggy, which is good, and the waist will fit perfect. OMG. These are so good. I'm definitely gonna be getting more sweatpants. She's doing tank tops now too for the summertime. You guys, if you are not following Corey over at Rat Trap, you are actively missing out on some of the coolest plant merch you're ever gonna own. I'm obsessed with this hoodie. Okay, should I put one on? I feel like I like the way this one looks right now. I'll wear one of those in the next video, but let's get into the Hoya portion of this video. Okay, so the first Hoya on my list today of Hoya that you cannot kill is one that I actually don't currently have in my collection because ironically I killed it, but not because it's hard to keep alive, but because I literally just forgot to water it for way longer than you're supposed to go not watering it. And that is the Hoya species Affinis burtoniae. And this applies to the regular green one as well as the variegated one. They are both really easygoing, really easy growing. You just gotta water them, you know? They're very, very tolerant to being underwatered, but they're not tolerant to not being watered at all. So just keep that in mind. Your plants, they need water to survive. In case nobody has shared that information with you, you're welcome. But this has got to be one of the most resilient plants that we have had in our collection. After we moved here from Connecticut, I put it in a corner and I literally forgot about it. And I'm actually kind of really sad about it because this was a Hoya that we had in our collection for a long time. It was actually David's plant and it bloomed constantly. It got cute little sun stressy leaves in the window in Connecticut where it lived. I just didn't really have a good place for it, unfortunately, here. So things happen. And it's okay to be sad about it, but we move on, and I would love to get a new one eventually. But they have come down in price like crazy, crazy, crazy. If you're looking for a variegated one, I've even seen them in Home Depot for like $6. So they are definitely easy to get and easy to grow. Just water it. Is usually a good idea. Number 2 on my list of Hoya that you absolutely cannot kill, unless you're me, apparently, because I did kill the first one, is the Hoya fungii. Now, this is one that I've had in my collection for a really long time. This plant hangs in between my 2 kitchen windows in a really cute little basket. I didn't want to disturb it from that spot, so I'm just going to show you guys some B-roll of it. But I am obsessed with this plant. The leaves get really big, really veiny, a little bit splashy in the right light. And it's just been an absolute dream to grow this plant. She has never given me any problems. She's got a couple of peduncles on her as well, so she blooms fairly easily for me. And I just think that this is a super underrated Hoya. It's very affordable, very easily obtainable, and it grows super quickly and super easily. This is another one that if you forget to water it for a couple of weeks, will not die. It might not look good. They will get wrinkly and they will look pretty sad. They're not gonna grow if you don't water them. And if you have new leaves that the plant is working on currently and you forget to water it for an extended period of time, it probably will lose those new leaves. So I don't recommend underwatering your Hoya. Since I started watering mine more frequently, they've actually started growing a lot better for me. So even though they are quite drought tolerant, most species are anyway, that doesn't mean that you should. So although these plants that I'm mentioning today are going to be just fine if you forget to water them for a few weeks, I don't recommend it. You still do run the risk of causing the plant to just be stunted in its growth, or the roots drying up and shriveling up. Hoya have very, very fine, delicate roots. So Hoya fungii is number 2 on my list of Hoya that you can't kill. Number 3 on my list today is the first Hoya that I actually ever had aside from just regular carnosa, and that is the Hoya obovata. And the good thing about this one is that you have options. You can just get like the regular green one. There's like a little splashy one, I'm pretty sure, but then you also have this cute intervariegated one, and this one also has splash. So there's lots of variety to Hoya obovata, but I think that the appeal to this one is the cute round leaves on her, and they are a very, very, very thick, like super duper thick. And anytime you have a thicker leaf on a Hoya, usually means that it's holding on to more moisture and it's gonna be a little bit more tolerant to being underwatered. So if you're looking for a Hoya that you absolutely cannot kill, I forget to water this thing constantly. And it still, for years now, has been in its original cocoa coir. And if you guys know me, I really struggle with growing in cocoa because it dries out so quickly. But this one doesn't care if it's dry for like weeks on end, as long as I eventually remember to give it water. So Hoya obovata, this one is the intervariegated splash, is number 3 on my list of, number 3, I can count, on my list of Hoya that you just simply can't kill. She's a little bit unruly. Her stems definitely get like on the thicker side, so if you're wanting to train her around a trellis, you're going to want to start doing that as soon as possible when the stems are still fresh and new and a little bit more malleable, because these thick stems here, if you try to bend them around a trellis, may actually just snap. So I don't even know what she's doing. She's just like wrapped around here. I should probably put her on a trellis, but that would require me like doing a lot to this plant that I don't want to do. So she's kind of just like wrapped around her hanger, which is a thing. So Hoya obovata. Number 4 on my list of Hoya that you absolutely can't kill is another one that I think is super duper underrated in the Hoya collecting world, and that is my Hoya memoria, aka or formerly known as gracilis. So this little cutie just has the most adorable little splashy leaves. I don't know if you can see them well. And she blooms like crazy for me. She has been in this pot for literal years, and she's literally like growing. Look at her. She threw out a tendril coming out of the bottom of the freaking pot, you guys. Like, she's overdue, don't you think? That's so crazy. She's overdue for a repot for sure. She's got some mealybugs on her, which is just like really annoying, to be honest, more annoying than anything. But it's not something that I'm not used to at this point in time with my Hoya. When I get new Hoya in, I try to keep them away from the older Hoya, but we do literally just blast them with just straight up 70% isopropyl alcohol. I don't dilute it, nothing. You really don't need to go crazy with your pest stuff. This melts them on contact. So, you know, good times. Good times, good times. But absolutely love this one. She's definitely due for a repot. She's so insanely bushy, but I love her. I just think she's so cute. She has these really cute little splashy leaves, and the new ones come in all like burgundy and cute. You could see there's one right here. And if you let her sun stress, her leaves will get like a little blushing on them as well. They can also get like just bleached a lighter green if you give them too much light. So you definitely want to be careful. You can kind of see a little bit of the sun stressing on this side of the plant. But I've been trying to tell you guys for years that you're sleeping on Hoya memoria if you're looking for just a really nice, simple, clean, trailing Hoya that just has really cute little baby leaves and will bloom really easily for you. This one blooms like crazy for me. She blooms almost all year long and she blooms often. You can see there's lots of peduncles on this plant. So Hoya memoria is number 4 on my list of Hoya that you can't kill. This is also kind of a list of like underrated Hoya that I feel like you should have in your collection, especially if you're newer to Hoya and you're just looking for some that are going to be really easy for you. Okay, so number 5 on my list is the Hoya pubicalyx, and I feel like this was really appropriate to put on the list because it's just a really classic Hoya. You kind of can't go wrong with pubicalyx. I don't actually have just like a regular green one, but there are so many different varieties of pubicalyx. I even have one over there that's called pubicarola that's like closely related, may even potentially be the original pubicalyx before tags were lost. But this is my Hoya pubicalyx pink silver ghost. And she's been just as easy to grow for me as every other Hoya pubicalyx I've ever had in my collection. So you have a lot of options when it comes to pubicalyx. You're not just confined to the regular boring green ones, even though I don't think they're boring. I think they're super underrated. You can find super splashy, silvery pubicalyx just like in your garden center for like 20 bucks. I'm also a big fan of the Royal Hawaiian Purple because the blooms on that one are just like this really deep purple, like kind of fuzzy color, and they're so stinking cute. And there aren't very many Hoya who actually have purple blooms like that. So Hoya pubicalyx, even though she's kind of a basic bee, she has quite a few options out there, this being one of them. You can see she does get a little bit of like purple blushing on the leaves too when it gets sun stressed. We did repot this one together. Ooh, there's a ladybug on my scissors. Hello, are you a ladybug or are you an Asian lady beetle? Imposter. Okay, can you go somewhere else though? Because I need my scissors. Thank you. I'm just going to cut this dead part of the tendril off here. She did not enjoy her time on the trellis. So, Hoya pubicalyx is, what are we on? Number 5 on my list today of Hoya that you can't kill. You really can't. These have nice thick leaves, even the silvery variety if you're wanting to spend a little bit more money on something a little bit more interesting. I would say that you can feel confident spending a little bit more money on this one that you're not going to kill it. I promise. She is very, very drought tolerant. She is just very tolerant to like abuse in general. I like to give her a good spray with my Urban Gardener Super Growth Elixir as well. My Hoya love this stuff. I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. And that's it. That's all you need is just a little spritz. They love to foliar feed. This has lots of great stuff in it that your Hoya love and will help them grow. Plus, it smells really nice. I love it. I can like start to smell again, you guys. Oh, so exciting. I haven't had my sense of smell for the longest time, and it's coming back slowly and like more intensely, and I can smell stuff again. I can like taste things fully again too. It's fantastic. But let's get to the next one on my list. And this one shouldn't be surprising. It's one of my all-time favorite Hoya. Number 6 on my list is the Hoya Mathilde. I've got another one hanging on the shelf over here, but I do have a couple of hanging baskets of her as well. And you really can't go wrong with this one. She is a carnosa and serpens hybrid. So she just has these really cute little splashy leaves. They are slightly hairy and she just grows like a dream. She blooms really easily for me. If you're lucky, you can find one that's extra silvery splashy, like this vine right here. And these have just been, look, this one's doing it too, literally growing from the bottom of the pot. So yeah, Hoya Mathilde, you really can't go wrong with this one. I promise you, you can't kill her. I only water these hanging baskets like every other week probably because I just can't be bothered to remember to bring them to the sink because I can't water them in place. They don't have trays or anything like that. So Hoya Mathilde is definitely one that I recommend if you're looking for something that's like not super common, but also not rare and expensive, but really cute and interesting. This is another great option if you're looking for a trailing Hoya. And you just, if you don't have Mathilde yet, you're really honestly missing out. She has some of the cutest little leaves and some of the cutest little blooms. She's also a very easy bloomer. So if you haven't had a Hoya bloom for you yet, this is a good option. I do recommend buying them on the larger side if you can. This one I think is from the plant farm out in Washington State. I snagged these from them a couple of years ago. I have a few of these hanging baskets that I use as mother plants, but I absolutely love her. She's gorge, and if you don't have her, you need her. You really, really do. So that is why I put her at number 6 on my list today of Hoya that you can't kill. And if you don't have one, you should get one. So number 7 on my list is the Hoya carnosa. And just hear me out. There are so many different Hoya carnosa varieties out there. You do not have to stick to the regular green one, or if you're interested in the Crimson Queen, I have one hanging in my living room. The Crimson Princess is beautiful as well, but there are so many other carnosas out there for you to get interested in if that is something that you want to do. And one of your carnosa options that you have, if you're like me and you like a silvery leaf, is the Hoya carnosa Nova Ghost. There's also the Gray Ghost is a carnosa. It's pretty similar, just like a little bit more silvery than this one, but it is a carnosa, so it does grow fairly easily. You can see these new little leaves that she's working on down here. These were just cuttings, so they did take a little while longer to get started, and it's just in like Perlite fluval, so I need to repot it for sure. But there are so many carnosa varieties. There's the Freckles that has really cute splashing. There are tons of Hoya carnosa hybrids out there on the market if you're looking for something a little bit more unique. But this is one of my personal favorites. I kind of have a thing for collecting like carnosa varieties though, and I used to have quite a few of them. I did get rid of a lot of them, however, but these silvery ones are definitely a weakness for me. In case you haven't noticed, I am a huge fan of a silvery leaf, and I love how these ones aren't totally silver. They're kind of like got a little bit of green poking out there. So Hoya carnosa Nova Ghost is a personal favorite of mine. This is actually technically a reverted Argentea Princess, but an Argentea Princess is just a variegated Nova Ghost. So, but this one's much cheaper. So that is why I put carnosa on my list, even though they are very basic. There are so many to choose from, and I just absolutely love them. They grow really well too. I have a couple of different like splashy varieties in my cabinet as well, and I definitely recommend that you do not sleep on carnosa because again, there are so many to choose from. Okay, so number 8 on my list is one that's newer to my collection, but I'm absolutely obsessed with her. She's been such a dream to grow that I wanted to include her on the list because she's a very easy to access, and she's been so beautiful to grow. This is my Hoya rosita. Look at the sun stress. How stinking cute is this plant? So I actually bought a couple of smaller ones from Proven Winners. I don't remember what they had them labeled as, but it is technically Hoya rosita. And I just potted a few of them up together to make this cute little trailing plant, this cute little hanging basket. And I keep her right in the window so she gets super duper sun stressed. And I do feel like she's really similar to Weyetii, except for the leaves are shorter and rounder. And therefore, I kind of prefer her to the regular green Weyetii. And for whatever reason, I kind of struggled in the past with Weyetii. I have a variegated one now that I'm doing really well with, but I've struggled in the past with it, so I didn't want to put it on the list. But this one I feel like is comparable and has been a lot easier for me to grow, and she's just been growing like a dream. She's constantly got new growth, and I just love the little sun-stressed leaves on her. Even if they don't totally go this like burgundy color, they just get stressed around the margins first, and I'm just totally obsessed. But how can you not be? She's so stinking cute, and I think she's super underrated. This is probably also gonna just be like my top 10 underrated Hoya as well, that I think that you should have in your collection, especially if you're like me and you have a habit of forgetting to water your Hoya. I'm not bad at it when it comes to other plants, but when it comes to Hoya, for some reason, I always forget to water them. But like I said, I've been watering them more regularly in the last like 6 to 9 months, and they have been a lot happier for it. So even though they are quite drought tolerant, that doesn't mean that they want to be sitting super dry for long periods of time. But Hoya rosita is number 8 on my list because if you don't have one, I feel like you should. And she's really stinking cute. And if you can't tell, I really like a trailing plant. I really like a trailing Hoya. So she's going to make a really beautiful big hanging basket one day, in my personal opinion. So let me know in the comments below if you have this one, if you snagged it when it was being sold at Proven Winners. If not, I still see them in the store, you guys, and they're like $5-6 for like the little 4 inchers. You can get a couple of them and make your own hanging basket like mine. So Hoya rosita is number 8 on my list. Okay, you guys, so number 9 really shouldn't be surprising. She was my gateway Hoya. She was my first love, and I will never not love her. I will never not recommend her. Hoya callistophylla. If you don't have one, you need one. I don't know why you don't have one. Look at her. Look at those veins. Isn't she gorgeous? This is my literal original callistophylla. I have so many other ones, but this is my OG, at least what's left of her, because I chopped her up a whole bunch. But this was literally the Hoya that got me obsessed with collecting Hoya, because she's just absolutely stunning. And you can't go wrong with this one. She's super easy to grow. She blooms really easily for me as well, and the blooms are pretty stinking cute on her. So if you don't have a Hoya callistophylla, she's really easy to grow. I will have some in stock next week, so make sure you're following me over on Palm Street. I will have some callistophylla black cat, which is actually even cuter, has like darker I'll show you. She's got even darker veins, and I am just obsessed with Hoya callistophylla. I really think that if you don't have one yet, you should get one, because she's really easy to grow and she's just really beautiful. She's got that like reptilian vibe. She is a part of the Finlaysonii complex. If you can't tell, most veiny Hoya tend to be, and their blooms will all look kind of similar in color. So Hoya callistophylla is number 9 on my list, although she should be number 1 because she is my all-time favorite. She is the OG, and I will never not love this plant. So number 9 on my list of plants you can't kill. Hoya You Can't Kill. I promise you, I've had this one for like 6 years, this exact plant. Hoya callistophylla. All right, fam. Last but not least, shouldn't be surprising either. This is my Hoya latifolia species Sarawak. And I am just going to go on ahead and say that any latifolia subspecies is going to be really drought tolerant and really good for beginners, really good for underwaterers, really good for anyone really who doesn't want a high maintenance plant. The leaves on here are heart shaped. They're super cute. They're shiny because I just sprayed them shiny with the Super Growth Elixir. And this is my species Sarawak, but again, there are tons of latifolia subspecies for you to choose from. The only one that I don't recommend is the macrophylla, or what was formerly referred to as macrophylla anyway. You'll still see it sold that way, but some people do just sell it as like latifolia albomarginata, and that one sucks. I struggle with that one. That one's on my no-buy list, so that's the only latifolia species that I would leave off of this list, but you do you, boo-boo. The one I'm gonna tell you to get is definitely the Sarawak. She's my favorite latifolia just because she does have these like heart-shaped kind of like billowy leaves. However, I do have lots of other latifolia subspecies. There are hundreds of them. There are so many different types of latifolia. Sometimes it can be hard to identify which one you have, but Sarawak again is characterized by its heart-shaped and more like kind of billowy leaves, and she does get a nice little splash on her as well. So last but definitely not least on my list of Hoya that you absolutely cannot kill is the latifolia species Sarawak. And again, I do recommend if you can get these plants on the larger side, you are going to have a lot easier of a time with them. So if you have struggled in the past with Hoya, I definitely recommend just getting yourself larger, more established plants if you can, as opposed to cuttings and small plants. You're just going to have better success with them. And I don't want you to get discouraged from growing Hoya by buying a bunch of little baby one leaf cuttings and having them just like not really do much for you. So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was a little bit on the longer side, but I know you love it when I talk to you about Hoya. So let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. This is like kind of bothering me. Which one is your favorite? Although it does have a cute little soot sprite. This is from Mats by Cat, by the way. I have that in my description box if you guys are interested in checking out her stuff. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out Rat Trap. I have discount codes for you guys as well. And if you do go and buy something from Corey, make sure you let her know that I sent you. And I'm really excited to wear my new hoodie. But if you watched this whole entire video, you guys should leave me some pink heart emojis in honor of my cute little pink anthurium shirt. And I love you. You should give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I also hope that I see you in the next one. Bye!